Guys, hope all's been well. Welcome back to the garage. We're back in here doing another install on the rig. This is going to be another part of the Cali Raised build series. Shout outs to Cali Raised and Trail Tacoma. Much love. Today we're just going to be focusing on increasing the storage capacity slash efficiency of the rig. Right now all you can do really is slide stuff in, but we're going to be installing some of these. We have a full Molle kit for the back of the rig. You can tell looking kind of different here. There's no more soft topper, no more nothing in the bed. There's no more rack, no more soft topper. I'll go into that maybe in this video, probably in a different one, but yeah, let's just get into this install. I'm not going to get too into how to install everything. This one's just going to be kind of like an overview. It's like 108 or something like that right now, so I want to get this done as fast as possible. And yeah, first things first is taking off all these bed cleats and then clearing up those bed channels. It might look like I changed, and that is because I did. This is 3 days after I started this video. Girl calls up, middle of the project. Hey, my doctor says I'm gonna get induced tonight. You need to come here. So dropped everything, threw everything back in the garage, and then headed over to the hospital. Now I have a baby boy. If you're following me on Instagram, you guys already know that. He's inside eating right now, so I have some time to finish this up very quickly. And yeah, so last time we left, or earlier in this video, I left off, I was taking off the bed cleats, the OEM bed tie downs. Took those off. You're also going to want to go ahead and take off these ones right there. I don't know if you can see it, might be a little bit overexposed. So these tie downs right here, you're going to have to take off whichever one you're using. Whichever one of those you're using, those are the ones you take off. I already took off that one on that side, so that one's all good. And yeah, should be good to go from there. Let's go into the garage and get these panels built out. So building these panels, pretty straightforward. All the hardware is in the box. Just gonna hit this with 3 bolts, and then here one of these right there. So these right here are gonna connect to the bed bolts on the inside. I kind of took them out already. They're like laying on the ground or laying on the bed. They're right there. There's 2 of them over there, and you're also gonna have to remove a few bolts up there. I'll show you that later, but this is basically how it's set up, all the way done. I'm gonna show you guys, or well, I can explain right now. So the reason why you want to set these up first is so you can mount your hard mounted stuff to this first, mount your hard mounted stuff to that, because once these are kind of installed on the rig, it's super hard to get behind here and screw whatever you want to screw in. There's already a pre-drilled spot for road packs mounts right here. Pretty easy to mount that one. I still have to figure out how I'm going to do my water port. That one's going to be a little bit harder to do. So I've gone ahead and mounted my rotopack and the water port. I had to get a little bit creative doing that, but from here looks pretty solid. Nothing a couple 100-pound zip ties won't fix. So from here you're gonna do that and then jump into the bed. You're gonna take out the 2 bed bolts, one right there and one right there, 1, 2, and then the 5 bolts on the top. Back along this back portion, there's 5 of these little Torx screws, and then you're gonna replace those with this hardware. It's just gonna go this behind the Molle panel, then this goes through that and screw it in. I just want to talk about this really quickly. This is why you want to get these mounted on before you put the panel on, because if you really look at it, how are you going to get to those bolts on the backside if you do that? There's really no way to get back there. So anything that you're planning to hard mount to this, I would put them on before you mount the panel. So I went through and I just tightened everything down. Let me take you guys off. So I went through and I just tightened all the bolts down. Back here is one of those spacers, a washer, and then one of those. Tying all of them down. There's one over there, 2, 3, one more behind here, 4, and then 5, and then the 2 bed bolts that you put down there. These are T55s. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I went ahead and mounted the rotopack. The water port is in a way different position than when I had it originally, but this is perfect. I can get to the fill port and the compressor thing to fill it up back with pressure. So that's perfectly mounted, no rattles. I'm shaking it as hard as I can. This one is rotopack, so it always rattles, but but looking at it like this, that's what I'm talking about. What I'm saying, mount all your stuff first before you do anything, before you mount the panel, because it's almost impossible to hard mount this without having this off. So yeah, if you're planning to mount anything like this onto here, do it while it's off and then just put it onto your bed afterwards. So setting up this back part, it's the same. There's a little connector here. You connect the two like so. There's also some rubber spacers that go on the back. These don't have to be super tightened down. They just have to be tightened down enough, because all they're going to do is make it so this doesn't rattle on your bed. When you start putting these little rubber stoppers, they're going to be loose. At least that's how I see it. They're going to be loose. Either way, these are just going to be pressed up against the bedside so it doesn't bang against it. So nothing bangs against the bedside. 1 right here, 2, 3. So installing the passenger Molle panel is fairly straightforward. You're just going to take this out right here really quick. Pop that out. You're just going to take these bed nuts, slide them in. Slide one all the way in to the back. Take a couple more and slide them in here. There's also 2 Torx bolts you have to take off. This one right here and this one right here. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this up here and replace these 2 bolts. These ones should hold it in. There's 3 bolts you're going to put into each one of these track balls, and you're pretty much done. Once you go ahead and screw down these 3 bolts, you can go ahead and hit these 2 and you're done. So this is what it looks like fully mounted passenger panel, front panel with the rotopacks and the water port. You can get the driver's side one. I think you can run just this one, but I didn't have the cubby for this side, so I don't think you can mount one of theirs here. I'd have to look into that for you guys. If you guys want to know, let me know. I'll find it out for you. Yeah, it's all installed now, aside from the MacGyvering of the water port. Pretty straightforward install. Hope this helped you guys out, whoever was trying to install this, or whoever was on the fence on if they wanted to buy one of these Molle panels. Hope that helped you out. If you guys like the video, hit that like button down below. If you guys want to see more of this kind of content here, some of the rig, some of our camping or trailing, or soon camping and trailing with the baby, hit that sub button, because there's going to be a lot more content rolling through. If you guys have any comments, questions or concerns, leave them down the bottom. I'm usually pretty quick with responding back. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.